Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in our Steam release series, episode number 29, I think. Obviously getting way up there, so I'm kind of losing track, but last episode we had that voice fluke. For those of you who didn't catch this, I recorded the whole episode with my voice on mute, and that didn't make for a very good episode, so I re-recorded. Kind of put me behind. I'm really hoping to get this out in time, in the 4-day time, but so what are the stuff that we want to do this turn? We're halfway through it actually. We've done most of the work. Well, I don't know. We've done some of the work. A couple of things I want to start off by doing before I forget. We've switched over the military council after not making any progress on the personal armor optimization. Beetlejuice here was switched over to guided RPG, and I meant to do that as well with applied science. So applied science actually is making really good progress still, but vehicle optimization all the way up to 80 already. That's really far enough. So Mr. Tomsite, I'm going to ask you to switch up your research from armor optimization. Now, there's a few good options here, I think, that we could probably do several different things. I always like armor piercing, conventional small arms, conventional gun optimization. These just strike me as very useful. I couldn't even put a finger on which one is the most important of these. For us, in our current situation, probably conventional small arms optimization, because we have a lot of infantry, and so far we haven't encountered any reason to stop using infantry. They're basically still pretty useful. And, this will also impact machine guns, stuff like that. Now, conventional gun optimization is always... I don't actually know exactly what this does. High speed increases armor penetration capabilities, makes the gun more lethal against hard targets, which seems to be just a hard attack bonus. It's at least from your infantry. But does it also affect tanks? I probably could go to the management models and see if there's any kind of, category for that. No, doesn't look like it. So maybe oh wait, no, conventional gun. So conventional gun is improved. But is that conventional gun firepower? Go back to this one. Conventional gun optimization. No, I think that's this. Yeah. So this probably... Is it also impacting infantry? So hey, we can just figure it out ourselves. Conventional small. So no. Okay, so that's just very simple. I guess it's broken down like this, and I'm sure we'll get the full picture in the comment section, but it looks like armor piercing is your hard attack for tanks, conventional gun is your soft attack for tanks, and conventional small arms probably just does both soft and hard, or maybe only soft, but I'm guessing both. That said, we're going to go with fuel efficiency because Trifler says it's really good, and it will help our range with aircraft. Fuel's not a big concern for us. I don't even know if aircraft are going to be... I mean, we have aircraft with a range of 11. They get up to 12. I don't know how big of an impact that fuel efficiency will have. Will it mean that we go from 11 to 12? It's pretty mediocre. If we go from something like 11 to 22, then that's probably worth it. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. We also have a lot of metal. I mean, we've really crusted the hill. I mean... For the 5th time, I've been talking about how we're just about ready to do whatever we want with all of our metal. But we really are this time because, no, for real. We just need the logistics situation to support it at this point, right? We already have the metal. We've arrived already. We didn't really even need to get this last demetallization plant, but we did. But we've arrived. I mean, our metal jumped up by 1,600 despite building a lot of different things. So what are we going to do with all this? Well, we have to be a little bit careful because machine parts and high-tech parts are just kind of critical. They're already slated for something else. So I want to build designs which don't involve those things. One such thing which does not involve those things is a truck station, but I'm going to build that elsewhere. So in Halkin, bureaucratic office only takes... It basically is just mainly people. 34,000. That's a ton. But Halkin, the one thing it has going for it, it has a ton of people. So it has 273,000 people who aren't working. Well, let's give them a job. So I'm going to build my bureaucratic office there, tier level 5. I also want to start building an airbase, because we're going to want to build up to tier 3. I think that's what my high-level bombers are, or the tactical bombers are level 3. And that'll be our first opportunity, against Salzburg will be our first opportunity to use aircraft. So we'll start paving the way for that, literally paving an airfield. We can go up to Gagolias as well. We're going to construct something there. I talked about it, truck station logistics. So this is going to double our logistics in this area. When the high-speed rails come, and the reason why I mentioned it, but 25, it's 25 machine costs per, not 5, it's 25. Which means we need 50 per high-speed rail station. And guess what? Only one high-speed rail station. Well, you could probably get away with it, but I know I'm going to want to build a high-speed rail station in Gagolias, so in my head I'm thinking maybe no rail station right away. Although that would be like a nice stopgap. We could do that. Oh wait, no, rail station. Sorry, railhead. Railhead's really cheap, but I don't know. We probably should just do the railhead. We don't have to cross that bridge right now. We'll cross it later. For now, truck station 2. This is going to keep pushing supplies up to the right. In the short term, it's going to help with the current block going from Halkin to Gagolias. It'll mitigate the... Basically, we're just bottlenecked. Extremely bottlenecked. Okay, the bottleneck... Okay. You're not proving my point. The bottleneck technically is right here. So it looks like this truck station, it will probably trickle some little amount down this way. Probably won't be enough, which means we want a truck... Ultimately, we're going to want a truck station. There's no truck stations whatsoever in Lossheim. We destroyed them. So maybe at some point, the good people will decide the private industry might put something up. But if they don't, then we're going to have to build it, but there's not enough population there to support it, I don't think. Okay, turn off that, go back. What else? That's probably it for this turn. I think we're done. Oh no, we aren't. We have tons of movement to do. Damn it. Okay, let's try to do this quickly. Moving back, we're pulling these guys back from the front. This militia is going to go this way, targeting the far left of that area, but this guy can go cut across the mountains. Moving back, let's move north so we can... Okay, we see that, but as far as he can move for now. 2 can withdraw a little bit, 3 can withdraw basically all the way. 4 a little bit. Headquarters will draw a little bit back. 5 we can probably just go all the way back. These guys can stay static for the time being still. Static here as well. And over here, I've looked at the situation a little bit more closely. So, we can do the math ourselves. How much is this? Is 3.2 on the offense. We have 5 of them firing for 10 rounds. So 32 times 5 is 160. So it's 160 ammunition that we need, and we have 141. In fact, I'm really stupid. I just noticed this when I was fooling around off camera. If we go over here, it'll actually tell us what percentage of ammo we have versus the amount we need for a full combat. Now, to me, this doesn't quite make sense because this unit only has 95 action points, which means it can only bombard for 9 rounds. And, okay, 9/10 of 160, 144, it's just 160 minus 16, pretty easy. 144, so yeah, actually we don't have enough. But 141 out of 144 is definitely higher than 94%. So I don't understand why, if you are only able to bombard for 10 rounds, why you can't go in and bombard for the full amount. They have essentially... Let's pretend I had 144. We would have enough to attack for all the rounds, but you actually... It seems like you need ammunition for 10 rounds of supply, of combat. Well, that makes the only candidate to bombard this unit here, which is no sense in using the others. Let's see how we do. And now I remembered one other thing I want to do.
Roger that.
Okay, well that was mediocre. It was not the best bombardment. We're going to throw everyone here, and then we're going to take out the artillery, and we're going to attack. And things are working out pretty well. So, several of the troops are going to escape, but, we're basically just slowly mopping up the forces here. I think everyone who can will just move in. Gonna move this unit over here because we want to spread out. I mean, some of these units, we don't want everybody in this one hex. The artillery can move over here. Now that's not that important because artillery will bombard from anywhere. In fact, I want them to be here. But if you can only move one place, then at least move forward. This is low mountains. I don't even know how you got in here. What's your deal? I don't know. Okay, so we do see some troops behind the front. It's interesting to confirm. I don't know what we'll want to do here. I think I'll just stick to this exact spot. I shouldn't have moved at all, but that's fine. Because at least we protect them. If they'd moved here and I was up here, they would connect the border, and then that would mean Crag Glacier could start pushing north into my territory. It's now mine. Alright, so that's movement. I think that's all the movement, so we can end the turn. No, there's one other thing I wanted to do. Upon Gary's advice, we are going to go over and mess with our cabinet a little bit. Ivy apparently is an excellent candidate for an advisor. So we're going to promise her another job. It didn't hurt. I mean, she's a little offended, but I think her happiness will go back up when we give her a new job. But the good news is, so, and by the way, this is really funny. Somebody in the comment section last video came, it actually has their name as Apollo Nash with the picture and everything. And said a comment that Apollo Nash always says something like, I'd follow you anywhere, but this, I don't remember exactly, but it's very funny. Caught me completely off guard. So well done, whoever you are. That said, I think we're done with this turn now. I think so. I'll do a little review off camera, but then on the turn, so I'll see you back in a second. Alright, welcome back. Let's see, what do we have going on here? Let's check out the history first. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I wasn't even present for this. I had walked away. It finished just as I walked back in, which I took as a sign, although I couldn't determine for myself whether it's a good sign or a bad sign. So we have discovered hydroponics robotization. Probably hydroponics automation, maybe better. I guess it's just the use of robots is not necessarily the automation. Yeah, I guess they're distinct, but complete automation of our maybe they aren't distinct. We completed another aircraft design, just knocking them out one after the other. Guided RPG, which we thought would be finished quickly, is finished, and the next RPG model is available. Jet engines are done, so this does open up a lot of possibilities in terms of aircraft. We can actually get jet engines if we want. Aircraft is an area I'm completely flying blind. I don't know much about the game, and even the other aspects, but I know basically nothing about aircraft, so we're still learning that as we go here. So yeah, personal wealth, this is one I have not seen before. I'm always happy to see another rebellion, because I feel like this is 6 fate points, so you have to work, you have to earn it, but it's something much better for me. Fighting an enemy is much better than losing your city, or, having your city undermined. And this is the really interesting one. I've never seen this one before either. Breakthrough now. Sometimes it does not require time, but inspiration to make a new tech discovery. This card claims it is a free tech. And that is the very first thing we're going to find out is, what the heck does that mean? I went all the way over, breakthrough now. It's 5 political points.
Roger that.
So I just discovered the idea of shielding optimization if you have the necessary... Oh, it's a new tech discovery. It's not a new tech, it's a new tech discovery. If you have the necessary organization, you can now start researching it. Shielding optimization. Well, we don't have shields, so shielding optimization is a very poor tech for us to unlock. Just plainly put. Not as interesting to me as I want, but that's cool. It's the first time I've seen that card, so I misread it, but it says exactly what but discovering a tech in most games is like, you've unlocked it. I mean, it's yours to use. Basically the same as research in this game. Okay, so going through our flow. Foreign affairs needs a council. Yeah, we're not going to put her back. What we're going to do is go over to the cabinet. We're going to call Nash. We're going to relieve him, offer him another job.
Copy that.
He's mad. Everyone else is a little mad. Whatever. And he's going to become... Now, Nash, by the way, is one of my most incompetent... Oh, his seniority is... Maybe we should just get rid of Nash. I mean, he's kind of... hard to get rid of him. He's just such a... He's been such a part of the story here. But that said, he is terrible. So let's look at the possibility of getting rid of him. 1,000 credits, 50% chance to retire. Ooh, would it work? Where's Nash? Oh, yeah. So Nash. 75. What's the roll? A refusal by the leader will make the leader lose 75% of his or her seniority points. So that's... Okay, that's pretty good. A 7d20. Okay. 7d20. That means 7 through 140. And it'll probably average out somewhere around 73. So it's a coin toss. Are you sure you don't help at all, Old Hall, Mr. Eugene? I don't like coin tosses, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try this.
Copy that.
Okay, you went to... That's it. Now, what's the funny thing about this? Well, I don't have a leader for the Foreign Affairs Council, but honest to goodness, I mean, you can't do worse than him. Oh my gosh, knock on wood, because I'm about to roll somebody new, and I do not want to roll somebody worse than him. Civilian, that wouldn't be that bad. A junior. I think civilian is better than junior.
Copy that.
Let's see who we got. Lucinda Neon Hall is technically better than... Oh, wow. Okay, well, we're not going to enforcement, so that's good, but... Yeah, she's technically better than Nash, so go ahead and you're appointed. And you're going to be very happy with me. Now, advisor role. How do I get... How do I even get somebody to the advisor role? Do I have to ask them, like call them up and ask them to do it? Or do they get a position for it eventually? Yeah, I think we have an opportunity. Well, let me just go over here. Personnel. Where are you? I can look at... Wait, it's in the other one. You can look at people who are unemployed, but... Okay, Ivy, can I call you? Can I guess I'll just get an opportunity to ask you to be an advisor next time? Or do I just do it here? No. Well, I don't know where it is. I think it's something that I'll unlock next turn, but that's fine. So I probably could have done it last turn, and then they would have been able to switch positions very easily this turn. At least Nash, I kept Nash out of a job for, well, no, it didn't matter. I retired him anyway. Okay, so staff council. I think we've tried postures for long enough, and I think we're okay to do something a little bit different. And I want to mix this up as well. Do 1% for each. So 41, 51, and 8. That's perfect.
Understood.
New research. I want to go with walker hydraulics, and the reason for this is not because I want to build walkers. Those would be fun and interesting all their own, but battle dress has the requirement, pre-requirement, or prerequisite as it's known, of walker hydraulics. And getting battle dress is going to be insane. I already have heavy combat armor, and I'm not even using it yet, because my infantry is still using combat armor itself. I probably can upgrade, so this might be the right time to do it. Let me first take a look at the models for infantry. Okay, and I'm going to start hiding obsolete as well. I don't think we need to do it for most, but like for this one, yeah, we do. Why is that one so bad? It's 99. It's not terrible, but anyway, if I hide obsolete, it's going to make things a little bit easier. We don't really need to do it, but okay. Anyways, you guys are using, yeah, combat armor, not heavy combat armor. You do have 40% field testing. That's not bad. I mean, it's not that great. It's not great, but it's something. So we haven't even finished making trooper, like upgrading all my troopers to Trooper 4 yet, I think. I mean to Trooper 3 yet. But I think we're going to make our next adjustment to the infantry branch. Although, if we are able to skip, we can get right to battle dress, which would be pretty cool. And I actually don't sense an urgency there. Let's instead go and design an ultralight aircraft to get recon. So, instead of building upon Little Bird, in my opinion, Little Bird, what was the... Yeah, Little Bird had a terrible structural design. She's definitely not worth building upon. So we'll try this again. New design, recon. We can do ultralight turboprop engine, which is going to give us a smidge more power. Tiny. I'm going to go with 1200 liter. We'll put machine guns on. And yeah, air to ground. So let me try this. Okay, so this is 12 hexes. We have a lot of space remaining. 12 hexes. Let's say this is a very good design, by the way. I'm very happy with it. I obviously did a little bit of looking at this off camera. I would never have just guessed that combination, but this is something which is a pretty cheap aircraft. Has very little combat capability, but will have some reconnaissance abilities. Decent reconnaissance abilities, supposedly. And it goes 12 hexes, which is pretty good range. Let's try it again. But this time, let's also add... I mean, I'm just trying... I mean, we have the ability to try to squeak out a little bit more. What if I tried to put cargo space on this? Can I get away with it? No. 11. So I don't think it's worth it. I think we just basically make... Probably this is just a dedicated recon. And it's nice to have, for that, it's nice to have machine guns on it then. So that it'll defend itself a little bit better. So I think we'll go with this, take the 12 hexes, confirm.
Yes, sir.
Make us something, that's an ultralight aircraft that I think is actually worth having. The ultralight tactical bombers, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I just did not know. Salzburg has offered us a present. Boy, this is a really, really tough one. So, I don't want to accept the present, but I don't want fist, but I don't want meritocracy. Right now, meritocracy and democracy is a little more impactful because I have a chance of getting due procedure if democracy stays high enough. The only thing that it can do harm in terms of mind is if it falls below 70. So I'm going to take the fist hit here, although I don't want to, and I also kind of want to piss off Salzburg. Our ultimate goal is war with them, and if our relations are too high, that's actually kind of difficult to do. So we even need to like try to find ways to piss them off, so that we don't get too much fist if we go to war with them. You know, if you're friendly with the people you go to war with, you get just a ton of fist. It's not good. Okay, that is the decisions portion. Trade. Yeah, we have some trade to do. We can actually sell metal again, and I don't know if you're seeing this, but we gain 2,300 metal. And that's with all the construction we're doing. So metal is truly well and set, which means we're going to trade the crap out of it for as long as we can, making 5,500 on, you know, this is like 1/6 of our income, and we're making 5,500 credits on it. So yes, absolutely, I will take that much money. Hey, look, she added 12 credits to that. So actually, the traders don't even have any more money. Now, what are we going to buy with that? The only resource I have, which is not renewable right now, is high-tech parts. Machine parts is not being built right now, but next turn we'll be gaining 10 a turn. So we're already set on that front. Let's see what else. Fuel's actually pretty cheap, but we have plenty of fuel. Water's just not something we're ever going to need. Now we're losing a little bit of food still, but we have, even at this really, I think this is still more than the average we'll be losing. But even at that rate, we'd have 10 turns. So we have plenty of time to get our food situation under control. Yeah, and we can always buy food the next turn. I think that the price may fluctuate a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Like how much would it cost to buy this? Yeah, a reasonable amount. So what are we going to use all this money on then? Well, besides spending it on Apollo Nash's retirement, we're also going to, I think it's time to pick up the happiness of Lostheim, just to make sure that they're still improving. Loyalty's actually up pretty good. But anyways, I think it's fine to spend another 2,000 on this. So that's what I want to do.
Copy that.
Did I just do this in Halkin? Why? Why Tortuga? It's like 1 o'clock here. My brain is dead. That was very bad. that was just take 2,000 credits and shove them right down the toilet. I almost did it again. Oh my gosh. They really ought to not let you do it if you're already at 100%. Okay, well, I'm not really even sure how to feel about this. We didn't roll a critical success on the first one, so it's almost like we can almost pretend, and just to make myself feel a little better, I'll probably go to sleep thinking this, pretending this, that we actually just used that card twice on Lostheim because the effects were doubled. It's at 100, 100. Hey, guess what? Hawkins' happiness is at 100 as well. So we squandered a little bit of our money, but thankfully money is available for the squandering, at least for the moment. What else do we want to do? Okay, so we have assets and construction. Yeah, so this is still kind of an interesting story. The story of assets. So we finished the airbase. We finished the heavy industry. We'll get that next turn. Bureaucratic office, still 4 more turns away. Population just, continues to grow. Despite taking almost 17,000 workers away from the population, they have only lost 2,000 people. So we need to continue to give these people jobs. We're going to give them as many jobs as we can. Might as well start doing solar panel field 2. We have absolutely no need for this. I don't think we'll ever need it, but we'll do it anyway because it's basically free. It's like 400 people, 400 workers difference. It's pretty minor. What's next? Yeah, I think all these things. First of all, High Command Offices 3. That's a no-brainer. That's a big one. Anything which gives us more bureaucratic points. Yes, please. Now, we don't really need it. It's just really funny how we don't need the quality of life right now. What's the lowest one? Health and security? No, entertainment is the lowest. Did somehow manage to get there. Which means I guess it's not that bad of an idea to start us off with a VidCom station. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Why don't we just go build other stuff too? And we just can do whatever we want right now. So let's get a University 2. Because that's going to help with something. Let's get a barracks too, and you know what? Why not? Let's just get a hospital too as well. Is there a downside to building all these buildings at the same time? I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. I also want an airbase too. The population does go up. I ultimately only want an airbase 3 here, but yeah, how are we doing? So high-speed rail. I think we got to start at this turn. How's logistics looking? Any different? No. Actually, yes. There is no longer any bottleneck between Gigoyas and Halkin. That is actually pretty interesting. Huh. So really, Lostheim is the one who needs to get their act together. Now we can do this. Lostheim needs a truck station to distribute. If we were to put a train stop here and get our rail station, high-speed rail station in Halkin. Well, first of all, I mean, we have a lot of metal and stuff. We might as well start building the railroads. We know one of them. Now, is it worth it to shortcut this? Probably yes. Oh my god, we need this hex so badly. We can connect to here directly if we have this one hex. This is so annoying to me, I'm considering declaring war on these guys just for that one hex. Damn it. That is really annoying. The one upside with following this, I mean, look, rails do not disintegrate very quickly, so from that perspective, it's not a big deal. Just kind of drives me batty. the OCD. The downside with doing this would be, unless we build a road there, which, you know, it does make sense to build a road there too. You do pay an extra premium if you don't have logistics already in position there. Definitely similar situation with Halkin and Gagoyas. We want to go through Salzburg for that to shortcut it, but oh boy, none of those things really an option. How is Gagoyas doing in terms of construction? 1 turn left, okay. Well, we have certainly put a lot of construction strain on the system. Yikes. Quite a lot. That probably is enough for now. I think we'll wait for a few of those to be built before we build the high speed. But none of these things, supposedly none of these things actually require machine parts. And we have the metal. So I think it's a good idea to have done this. Of course I do. Why would I do it if I didn't? Alright, let's start moving everyone out. Same old, same old. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. We could engage this guy. He's kind of putting the pressure on. Oh. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We are getting some kills and we aren't dying, so that's the good news. I was worried. That obviously was much worse than we expected. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I started taking hits right away. People retreating. I was very worried we'd get some deaths. In the end, it worked out very well for us. Killed 2 of the 10. And forced them back. We'll let them come back towards us before we do anything further, so we'll just sit here. But yeah, and probably another thing I got to do before I forget is make sure that everyone is upgraded. Damn it. Yeah. I know there's somebody over probably in the west, but they don't have logistics yet anyway. So yeah, that's not going to help. There's no point in upgrading those guys because there's no logistics to upgrade them. Okay, what next? So we have Czech City Happiness. That's double done since we paid all that money. Strategic cards. Okay, we've done that. Build roads. Didn't do that. Didn't build our railroads yet, but okay, so I know where one railroad's going. I guess I might as well do it. Road. Because it does take metal and all that, but not that much. And the IP cost is definitely, you can see it's definitely a lot lower since we've already built along this path before. So I'll get the railroad out there, as we know that that's a safe bet at least. It takes a little bit of metal, a little industrial points, save us from some of the system shock when we try to do all of it at the same time. Okay, so I think we'll want to end the turn here, but boy, we're already 30 minutes in. I can't believe it. How am I talking? I feel like am I sleeping through this? Wake up! This is good. Yeah, we can probably do some more action over here, but yeah, we are also getting pretty low on supplies and all that. Like, what is the deal? Alright, last time, I don't know if you have the ability to construct this, but we do want you to get a railhead. Even if it takes a couple of turns, well, it's only 1 turn to get it. Machine parts are going to come in. We can also buy them, or artisan them. 20? 400? 400, 400, 400. Okay, let's do it. So I think we're going to build the high road. We're going to start it. What am I even doing? But I don't know. We might be able to do it. I think the worst case scenario is we can't do all that construction at the same time, and everyone will be delayed 1 turn. But as far as the high-speed rail station goes, that's not delayed anymore because I was going to start it next turn anyway. So if we lose 1 turn, we'll pause a bunch of other stuff so we don't lose another turn. Okay, down to attacks. Yeah, so I don't know if we'll be doing any attacks just because... What's your... Ammo situation, you probably actually do have enough ammo to attack. Oh my gosh, there's only one person here? Oh, they can all do bombardment? Oh my gosh, we would just slaughter them. Let's just do one ranged attack, because this is probably where we're going to be attacking as well. Oh man, that was very quick. We'll also do bombardment here.
On target. Yes, sir.
My goodness, this is happening too quickly. So it looks like we're going to be able to do attacks on both these units, unless, are they like, what's going on? Are they starving to death? 18 to 1, my goodness, okay. Well, what if we do this attack with just the people here? Oh my god, okay, yeah, so we can do it. So we can actually do attacks in both these places, and if I do the attack here first, with just these units, I might also be able to get the tank at least to get involved on that one. So let's do it. Okay, that was pretty quick, very nice. Moving in. They can all participate. Whoa! Whoa! Not just a little bit, but a lot. Yeah, I mean, we have great odds. Do I want to push the tank forward more? No, not really, because if we do... I mean, the only way I can do it is if I choose to move one of the infantry with it as protection. Witness Protection Program. I think I will, yeah. It might not help our odds in the end, but it might. I don't know. Well, if it's 40 to 1, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We killed the tank. Okay, that's good. Actually, overran it, but didn't kill any of the other infantry. That's a little unusual. Okay, so yeah, we just probably want everyone to move in. I think everyone who can move forward should. Okay, the artillery stays behind. New front line established. These guys are all cut off. I doubt that they're going to want to attack into this group, but hopefully they don't attack and do any damage. Yeah, you're going to stay there still. How's lost time, by the way? Everything's dropping. So I think these troops are actually free to move out. 6. 5. So 10 is part of the 6 group. Let's move that one to the west. And that will help us to do... I don't want them in the mountains. Oh my gosh, I don't want them in the mountains. So we'll stick here. Okay, that's that. So that's that turn. That's the whole turn. But my god, it's already 38 minutes. I think I'm going to have to just send this one off as a one-off. This is only like a 1-2 turn, whatever, 1.5 turn episode. No. Let's jump into the next. Okay, very exciting. This is going to be a good turn. If we can do it quickly. So our new reconnaissance, Sunny, is out. Yeah, boy, Sunny. Not spelled that way, but anyway. Do you have this X heavy aircraft? I don't know what X is supposed to mean. Experimental? I don't know. Extra heavy? Extra. Automated turret discovered. Okay, this is good. Mechanized armored infantry is done. And we've been talking about how we have a lot of metal, but then you're going to see this turn and we're going to realize. Okay, new tech turbojet engine. Very useful. We definitely want to prioritize this research very quickly. I don't know what this means. Militia lost their influence through their militia chief or chiefs in your cabinet. I don't know what that means. Hey, more of those cards, civilians, overture, blah blah blah. Okay, let's jump through the decisions real fast. By the way, I don't think there's anything on the history that is interesting. I don't watch it anymore because it's never interesting. And it wasn't interesting. Okay, good. Now we can go to decisions. Incident with Democratic activists. Unfortunate. I don't like to, like Lyra. She's been a good governor of Hulken, but I'm going to have to, unfortunately, tread on her a little bit to get democracy up. It also makes everyone else happy. Minus 16. Okay, we can live with that. New advisors. This does come up as, you know, another position, cabinet position to fill. And Ivy is going to be appointed. You know, her relations are at 80 or so with us. It's not too bad. New model we can design. So yeah, we have this new extra heavy aircraft, but I just don't think it's going to be very useful. One of the things I've been looking at doing, and probably this is what I'm going to do, is the howitzer we have, which is very good. It's very functional. It's good. It's nice. Unfortunately, the only thing bad about it is its structural rating. It's not that great. 97. Could be a bit better. I guess we can just kind of scan through here. Let me hide obsolete so that... Okay, that's good. 109, 104 on that one, which is good. 104 on the AMG2, which is good. These are just terrible, but it's not something I really care that much about. Boy, these are just god-awful. Holy cow. Maybe I need to design yet another APC. Light tanks, that's mediocre. That could use a redesign too, frankly. Artillery, 97, even lower. 107 is good, but not a unit I'm planning to build anyway. Anti-tank, not really worth it. Tank destroyer, not really worth it. Not something I'm going to build. Not something I'm going to build anyway. Extremely good. Both very good. Fighter. This is like, this fighter bomber, the Raven, is actually really quite good. And I mean, I'm not going to redesign these yet. I don't really know enough about aircraft. So, I mean, I think that the artillery is a good candidate for improvement. It would be the exact same thing, unfortunately. So, maybe not. Okay. But it's really easy to get bogged down on this. What do I want to do this turn? I guess let's just design an extra heavy aircraft with 4 engines. Just for fun. And honestly, we're starting to get some of the technology... Extra heavy is probably a level bomber. We're starting to get some of the technology with, like, jet engines. I think 4 very heavy turboprop, or 4 super heavy turboprop engines is going to be our best bet still. 12,000 versus 16,000. Yeah, it's not as much of an improvement as I would hope. Let's see, what engine efficiency is 9. Yeah, so better fuel efficiency on this, which means we may even save some from the perspective that we won't need as heavy of a fuel tank. So let's choose this. I think let's go with the super large wingspan, which is probably what my last one was. I have no idea. 18K. Oh boy, I should have designed this off camera, shouldn't I have? Just get a 20K bomb load. Not bad. Just can't take off. You know, I don't want to sit here and do this on camera, so... Oh, it looks like we actually are going to have to... Okay, actually, I figured it out. It doesn't matter what we design. Let's just get something which can take off. And then let's go. Like, basically... I think we chose 18 last time. That's 25. That doesn't matter. We'll choose 20 here again. Okay, we're very close. Okay, so we just need a little bit less. Should be able to do it. Okay, I don't know which one's better, but do this. I think this is going to be a very short range, which means it's not really viable. Yeah. I think I'm still going to confirm it, though, because I just want to build the design. Pfft, like, who cares? Just get something out there. I don't think I have any plans to use these aircraft anyway. I'm just trying to unlock the 6 engine, because I'm a completionist. Now, this is very interesting. So we just finished the normal armor mechanized infantry army. We're going to get the light. And I do plan on building the medium one almost right away. Basically, we just need to... I went crazy on this construction list, as I'm sure everyone in their head was thinking that I'm just like nuts. It actually worked out. So bureaucratic office still being built. Everything completed, one more turn. So a lot of these things only have 1 turn left. I will wait, but next turn when something's finished, I want to continue to build up the airbase. That's the only thing I didn't do. Hey, when the high-speed railroad station finishes, we're really in good shape. So that also reminds me, I guess now at this point we need to construct over here a railhead.
Way
Now,
to go.
logistics. This is probably the biggest thing I can talk about before we call this video to a close, really. Is logistics was totally boned, and it's completely my fault. Which is not shocking. This is just par for the course. Not even, I mean, a lot of it, in this case, it also is my fault too, because I could have paid more attention to logistics. Every turn, I probably have to be looking at this. Especially when we're, not in a good situation. Anyways, the reason why we're losing all this, so first of all, let me go to bottlenecks. This should have been a hint to me. This is why I'm, stupid. This should have been a hint to me last turn that there was no bottleneck all the way through. What that meant is we didn't have as much demand. I mean, to put it another way, we want to be almost perfectly bottlenecked. That's like maximum efficiency. So the fact that we're not using all this means that it's being wasted when it could go to the west. And that's exactly what we're going to do then. We're going to click traffic. I'm artificially pulling 3K here, which it used to be more than that, but it turns out we caught up with the load. Turn off the custom pull points. Expected next turn is 2,000. Expected throughput here, look at initial, 300. Next turn, 900. So we were having some logistical issues over here. I don't think that they're going to be a problem. We're going to have a high-speed rail up and running. I don't know. What else is there to say? Well, I'll tell you one thing. We definitely want to build some artisan more machine parts. I think we'll do another 40. Now, metal did drop. That's why I think we're doing okay. I mean, it barely dropped. Yeah, I mean, basically, rare metals just keeps going up and up and up. So we'll get another 40 machine parts, produce these. That should even put us in a position where we can build the high-speed station and Gagoyas as well. And I just don't think we can do it in Valheim or in Lausheim yet, because they need the logistical points to be able to even transport the goods they need to build the logistical station. That was a mouthful. But man, we're just about to get through this. We're just about done, because already, even without the rail station, we've satisfied the problems with Gagoyas and all that. So this is really good. What else? So we have assets in construction, which I guess is just going to stay static for one turn. Check setting happiness. Yeah, the things did drop a little bit in Lausheim, but not a big deal. Strategic cards. I'm going to pause and look. Okay, well, let's play this cabinet retreat card, which we haven't really played that much, and should have at least a success, maybe a critical success.
Copy that.
Okay, success. So we can probably even play it again.
Copy that.
Not get critical success again. That's fine. Just because we had the points laying around, we had the political points, everything looked good. Go down to zones. Eventually we'll be playing a lot of these things. The leaders, we can actually put a leader pretty much on lockdown by giving them loyalty and by giving them +2 relation with us per turn. So we're sitting pretty good here. Units wise, we also have a lot of good things to pass out. I guess this is 200 heart attack. This is 500 hit points. If I have that, I think I have it right. I mean, I was told in the comment section, but just can't remember. So that's the only card we want to play for now. Next up is building roads. And I know I should probably build a railroad all the way here. Again, you're just killing me. You're killing me. It doesn't matter. Railroads can travel so far that traveling the extra distance, I guess we know exactly what the extra distance is. It's 3 hexes extra. That's really not supposed to be that big of a deal. Just, it hurts. It hurts. These guys will have logistics next turn, so we don't have to panic about being out of supply. I think we'll just want to move troops over, but maybe at this point... Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, but maybe at this point we'll just call the video to a close here, because we're about to hit the 50-minute mark, and I can finish this up on my own at the beginning of next turn. Who knows? So for now, I think we're just about ready to hit, and the first thing I'm going to do is buy an armored, mechanized army. We're going to go wreak havoc on whoever's our next foe. But until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.